The Trump administration quietly released its national security strategy on December 4, 2025. This 30-page document is receiving considerable attention because it highlights a shift in how the United States is positioning itself globally, both with allies and competitors, as well as in its broader strategic priorities. For those of us tracking quantum technologies, there are some important signals worth noting. Quantum computing is explicitly named in two parts of the document. The strategy highlights that American leadership in emerging technologies, particularly AI, biotech, and quantum computing, is central to national interests. Quantum appears in the context of military advantage. The strategy identifies quantum computing alongside AI and autonomous systems as priority technologies, shaping the future of military power, and commits to investing in R&D to preserve the US advantage in these areas. The document also emphasizes cybersecurity resilience as a core function of the strategy, naming the American private sector as the key to maintaining surveillance of persistent threats to US networks, including critical infrastructure. When the term quantum appears in a document like this, framed as a determinant of military power, competitive advantage, and sovereignty, it signals increased attention, funding, and urgency. We're already seeing this play out globally. In the 2025 to 2026 budget, Canada announced $334 million for quantum technologies tied to defense and dual-use applications. India's National Quantum Roadmap outlines the country's plan to become one of the world's top 3 quantum economies by 2035. According to the 2025 British National Security Strategy, the UK is positioning quantum computing as critical to strategic competition. Governments recognize that this technology is essential to national competitiveness, security, and prosperity, and are increasingly turning to the private sector to achieve all three. This sovereignty-driven investment creates opportunity, but it's concentrated in areas governments see as strategically critical. For companies developing quantum technologies and seeking government funding, grants, or contracts, positioning your work within this dual-use context, relevant for both defense and civilian applications, is increasingly important. At the same time, the language in this strategy is far more aggressive than that of other states discussing quantum. The document's emphasis on United States technology and standards as drivers of global progress makes it clear that if you're a company seeking to operate in the US market, you will need to align with American standards and geopolitical priorities. The security strategy clearly states that it is motivated by two words: America first, which means the US is prioritizing its economic, security, and defense needs. This principle will continue to shape technology, infrastructure, and industrial strategy. For companies based outside the US, it means navigating a more complex landscape where national sovereignty is a priority, not just for America. The US national security strategy makes one thing clear: funding and commercial opportunities for quantum technologies will continue to grow. But understanding how to navigate this fragmented global landscape requires an ability to speak the language of sovereignty, standards alignment, and strategic positioning. Follow Quantum Security Defense for updates on our work.